Have you ever pondered why most individuals do not survive beyond the age of 80? For these 4 reasons, turning 80 is a significant milestone. However, remaining strong beyond it requires more than simply chance. It requires attentiveness, because there are 4 silent but strong forces at work against the body as we age. Most individuals do not discuss them until it is too late. Many people are unaware of how much these invisible disorders are hurting their energy, memory, and general health until it is too late. In this video, we will look at the 4 true reasons why most individuals struggle to survive beyond the age of 80. These are not simply theories. They are based on decades of medical study and direct experience. And once you grasp them, you'll see that it's not about attempting to live forever. It is about maintaining your strength, independence, and peace of mind for as long as possible. Stay with us to the finish, because the 4th reason can surprise you and be the most crucial of all. Let's get started. The first reason is that quiet inflammation promotes the aging process. One of the most serious hazards to one's health over the age of 80 comes from inside. It begins gently within. Doctors generally refer to it as inflammaging. That is the persistent low-grade inflammation that steadily affects cells, tissues, and organs without generating noticeable symptoms at first, eventually wearing the body down from the inside out. This kind of inflammation differs from the swelling seen after a sprain or cut. It is internal. It accumulates over time due to stress, processed foods, insufficient sleep, inactivity, and even environmental contaminants. And although it may not produce discomfort at first, it affects everything, including your heart, brain, joints, and immune system. Think about George, who is 82. He did not smoke. He did not drink. He walked every day, but he was often fatigued, stiff, and foggy, despite the fact that his blood tests were normal. It wasn't until he saw a specialist that they discovered excessive amounts of inflammatory markers in his body. There is no major illness, just persistent inflammation that has been simmering for years. The body's capacity to deal with inflammation declines with age. So things you may dismiss in your 50s or 60s, such as processed food, lengthy periods of sitting, or a lack of sleep, begin to have a greater impact beyond the age of 80. Inflammation gradually reduces resilience. It heightens the risk of dementia, heart disease, and frailty. The majority of people are unaware that this is taking place. But here's some good news. Some of the most potent anti-inflammatory tools are basic and free. Eating more complete meals and walking every day. None of this occurs overnight, but each step helps to extinguish the flame. And with less inflammation, your body is more likely to remain robust beyond the age of 80. Reason 2, muscular atrophy. This leads to weakness and falls. After the age of 60, the body gradually starts to lose muscle every year. And beyond 80, the process accelerates. Sarcopenia is the term used to describe this progressive deterioration. Most individuals do not see it immediately away. It does not start with major changes. It begins with the smallest details. Having trouble opening jars, rising up slowly from a chair, or avoiding stairs because they seem a little more difficult. The difficulty is that muscle is not just used for strength. It maintains equilibrium. It helps joints. It helps to manage blood sugar and metabolism. And when muscle goes, the chance of falling, fracturing bones, and losing independence increases dramatically. Take Frank, aged 84. He was smart and lively, yet he still lived alone. But one day, he fell over a rug and shattered his hip. He had always thought of himself as steadfast. However, following the fall, he understood how much power he had lost in the previous several years. He felt he had some strength left. Muscle loss beyond the age of 80 is especially harmful since it affects everything so fast. A single fall might result in weeks in bed, and weeks in bed can lead to even greater frailty. Then comes the walker, the loss of independence, and the slow deterioration of a previously lively existence. Muscle loss, however, is not inevitable. It can be delayed and in many instances reversed. Regular walks are beneficial. Use modest weights or resistance bands a couple times each week, getting adequate protein and gently stretching to maintain mobility. These tiny actions pile up over time, particularly when done regularly. It's never about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about keeping stable, mobile, and strong enough to continue doing what's most important. Whether it's gardening, supermarket shopping, or just getting out of bed safely every morning, muscle is the body's quiet defender. And beyond 80, it may be the one thing that keeps you living not only longer, but better. If you're still viewing this video and finding these ideas useful, please leave a second remark to let me know you're here. And if you haven't already subscribed, I suggest doing so and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your contribution enables us to continue producing quality content to enlighten and inspire you. Now let us go on. Reason 3. Insufficient sleep. This weakens both body and mind. Sleep varies with age, but not necessarily for the better. Many older folks struggle to get asleep, remain asleep, or receive deep restorative sleep. After the age of 80, the consequences of a lack of sleep become increasingly apparent in the body, the brain, and daily life. You may notice this in subtle ways at first, such as feeling more weary throughout the day, forgetting basic things more often, and becoming frustrated more quickly. However, underlying these symptoms lies a more serious issue. Sleep allows the body to restore itself. The brain eliminates trash. The immune system resets. And when sleep becomes shallow or fragmented, the healing processes are interrupted. Let us have a look at Alice, 86. She didn't mind waking up 3 or 4 times each night. She thought that was usual for her age. But over time, she observed her memory deteriorating. Her energy levels plummeted. She had additional colds. Her doctor emphasized that sleep was more than simply rest. It was crucial for her brain and immune system. Her lucidity and energy gradually returned as she improved her sleeping patterns. Many individuals believe that once they reach a certain age, they are doomed to suffer from bad sleep. There are several easy methods to enhance it. Maintaining a regular bedtime, minimizing caffeine and alcohol consumption, allowing for natural light in the morning, and maintaining a cool, dark, quiet bedroom. Even mild activity throughout the day might aid with deep sleep at night. After 80, healthy sleep is equally as vital as good meals and safe mobility. It influences how clearly you think, how steadily you walk, how powerful your immune system is, and how much energy you have to appreciate the life you've created. It's not about sleeping longer, but about sleeping well. And making that a priority might be one of the most effective things you can do to remain healthy. Reason 4. Loneliness and a lack of daily purpose. There is a hidden threat that affects many more individuals over the age of 80 than we think. It is not a virus or sickness. It is loneliness. It doesn't merely break the heart emotionally. It has an actual physical impact on the body. According to studies, social isolation and a lack of daily purpose might reduce life expectancy more than some chronic conditions. As individuals become older, their world typically shrinks. Friends have passed away, children go far. Physical constraints make it more difficult to go out. And without realizing it, many seniors spend an increasing amount of time alone, not just physically, but also emotionally. Think about Bill, who is 88. His wife died 5 years ago. His grown children reside in different states. He watches television, prepares his meals, and keeps his surroundings clean. However, he claims that several days pass without speaking to a single person. And what he misses the most isn't noise or action. It's the sensation of being wanted. Feeling that someone is waiting for him, as if his presence is important. The human heart is hardwired for connection. And around the age of 80, when social responsibilities such as retirement, caregiving, and community engagement begin to disappear, many individuals lose not just contact, but also their identity. That calm awareness of why you're awake today might grow weighty. Over time, it has an impact on immunological health, brain chemistry, and motivation to be active. But the objective does not have to be huge. It may be watering plants, sending letters to loved ones, making a phone call every morning, feeding the birds, or assisting a neighbor. The tiniest deeds may provide rhythm, purpose, and delight. And reaching out, even if it seems odd, may frequently provide joy to both parties. Solitude does not imply loneliness, and finding peace and quiet is a strength. However, when someone feels invisible or unwanted, their body reacts. So if you're over 80 or know someone who is, please ask this easy inquiry. What gives you purpose right now? And how can you preserve that purpose as if it were medicine? because in many respects it is. If you are still viewing this video and find these insights useful, please leave a comment below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't already subscribed, I suggest doing so and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your contribution enables us to continue producing quality content to enlighten and inspire you. Now let us go on. Final thoughts. If you've come this far, take a time to reflect. Not fear, but insight. Living over the age of 80 is a blessing. However, many individuals arrive in poor physical condition, not because they didn't care, but because they didn't realize what was silently working against them. Inflammation, muscle loss, poor sleep, and emotional isolation may all occur gradually. By the time they arrive in full force, the harm has already started. But knowledge is power. And the goal of this video is not to concern you. Its purpose is to arm you. To remind you that little, consistent improvements may nevertheless make an impact. That the decisions you make this week, month, and year will influence how you walk, think, and feel in your 80s and beyond. So, what stands out to you the most? Was it how inflammation sneaks in without notice, or how brittle strength gets without movement? Perhaps it was a reminder that sleep is more than simply slumber, and that being emotionally connected is just as vital as taking medication. Whatever it was, don't let it just be information. Let it be a watershed moment, a choice to continue showing up for your body, mind, and purpose. Aging is not about fading, it's about concentrating. It's about deciding what's most important, safeguarding it, and letting the rest fall away. You've earned the right to face this period of life with knowledge and courage. Do not settle for less. Thank you for joining us today. We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below with one item you learned today and how you intend to use it in your life. Your ideas are important to us, so please share them. Reading your remarks provides us with tremendous inspiration and support. If you appreciated and found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your contribution enables us to continue producing quality content to enlighten and inspire you. Thank you for viewing, and we hope to see you in our future video.